What's up, everyone, and welcome back to our first playthrough of Elden Ring. We are like 18 hours or so into this, and I feel like I have barely scratched the surface. Starting to explore into some further reaches, at least of the main map. We're on our way southeast out of Limgrave here. We've done some venturing up in the northeast. Did not find anything as far as a map is concerned. I'm wondering if Limgrave East... This is the west map. The east map might extend out to here, but I'm also thinking that it might only be this portion and that this might be something else. But not entirely certain. We're gonna make our way downtown, and I think at some point I'm gonna put a marker here just so that we go back and check. They mentioned about a dragon. I'm thinking that maybe there's something out here for us to fight. But yeah, we're gonna head southeast and see what lies in store. I guess it would make sense if I actually ventured in the southeast direction. There's a fire over there, but that's where we came from, so north and west we're pretty comfortable with. South and east is the way to go. And I believe over here off the side of the road, that's where we had the boss fight. I believe this is where there was a horse jump. I think I'm gonna want to take that before we actually journey down the road on its own. See what's up here. It looks like there's a bit of a stronghold. And horse combat is tough. I don't know if maybe locking on is the better way to go, although the lock-on gets a little bit weird. Like, it seems to be the better way to hit the enemy, but it does not seem to be the better way to rotate around and lock on to another one. We're just gonna... Ooh, can we... Oh gosh. They've got magic. So magic's on the rooftops here. Alright, I think I'm gonna actually hop off our horse. Maybe a little easier. Now I regret going in and alerting the entire stronghold of our presence, but let's grab this before we forget. So those starlight shards are all of those. Seems kind of odd considering it doesn't feel like the most special of items, but they kind of treat it as such. Oh, I thought I was strafing it. Ow. Royal House Scroll. Alright, so Royal House Scroll must be something magic. Might give it... Oh, it might be like the other thing where we can turn it in and purchase some spells with it. If I had to take my guess. Guy carrying the banner. A few other guys that seem to have left us alone. Very easily distracted, I suppose. Man on the horse resetting. Okay, so we're just gonna have to try and take the guy on the horse and the guy walking next to him separately. Can you parry with? No, you can't. Okay, I'm playing that a little bit too aggressively, huh? I don't know that he really alerted anybody because, well, quite frankly, everyone is pretty well dead. Almost couldn't see this guy. I like locked on and saw that I locked on to someone, but couldn't see where he actually was. Okay. Any items up on this ledge? No. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alright, horsey boy. Gonna give you a proper surprise stab in the butt. Wow, okay. Well, that works pretty well. The stab in the butt almost one-shot the horse. Okay. So this is the whole upper plateau. We got the scroll. So my assumption is that the scroll is probably the main thing to have been acquired up here. Some people down around the base. There's a chest. Okay. Great epee. It's interesting that it dinged when I got up to it. It's the first time that we've... Ow. Because this is like a tripwire alarm, I guess. Good to be on the lookout for those in the future then. Okay, so if we go east and maybe hug the cliffside, I don't know if there'll be anything hiding down below here. But always good to check. And then we can... This might be too big of a drop, actually. There certainly is some stuff down to the east to at some point double back and check. Okay. So now the question is, I think I'm gonna be safe. I don't want to test anything too much with fall damage and things of that nature. So we'll go back kind of in the way that we... Back towards the way that we came. Get back towards the main road. I'm gonna avoid the other guy on the horse. Nothing up here. Okay. Few whiffs. Just wondering if any of those guys working on anything had something of use. Okay. So now we venture forward. We've been up on both of those cliff sides. There's a gate down here. I don't think I'm gonna go galloping in on horseback. That seems to not really go so well for me. Let's see if there's anything hiding around here. No, okay. But it looks like you can probably work your way down towards that area. Big tree there. And then we've got another fort to the south. Maybe there's like... There was a fort up here. And they said about one to the west, but maybe there's a northern fort and a southern fort as well. There's a pathway around to the left-hand side once we get over there. And I don't think there's gonna be anything in terms of beneath this bridge. Alright, let's take on these soldiers here. Get them 1v1. Got an interesting hammer. I guess they all kind of do. Oh, that seems dangerous. Oh boy. We're gonna have to like storm. Oh, it clipped me in the head. I wonder if you could sneak in here like on... Or not sneak in, but like charge on horseback or something. Like if you just came riding it, like bait the attack and then come sprinting in, horseback may be the faster way to get in past the ballista here. Another Stonesword key. Okay, so we're actually up on those now. We have 4 of them. So we can actually go back and unlock some of the things that... Like the one at the round table hold, the one at the beginning of the game in the cave. And then I believe there was one more that we marked on the map. Probably in the castle? Probably in the castle? No, but I think we got that one. But it should be marked on the map somewhere. Okay. Don't have enough to level up. We're down here now on the other side of the Bridge of Sacrifice. Okay. Because it's gonna bother me, we're gonna go back to the Stranded Graveyard. Because we have the Stonesword keys now. We have 4 of them. So let's go and check it out. It'll also be good here to know if this is like a good starting item or not. Like maybe there's a weapon back here or something of that nature where it's like, okay, you come in to start straight into poison. Straight into poison. Nice. Also, we never actually switched our equipment back after that boss fight. Okay, that's interesting. Do we have stuff for poison? Alleviates blood loss. What about item crafting? Poison buildup. Let's make 2 of those just in case. Not that we need it now, but... Poison bone dart? That's not a protected spot, this is. What? Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, now we know. So it seems like it expands the whole way. So standing right up against that is not the key. We just kind of have to wait behind it. Yeah, as it rotates, it's pretty wide. Okay. I'm wondering if there's another one of these that passes. I figured it's never gonna be as easy as just run through and be safe. So now we're far enough down. I think when it comes back up is when we go. So it's also actually not even like a good place to come right away, because these enemies, like, we kill them in 3 hits. And with damage off the bat, you would get poisoned coming down. And then probably have a hard time killing them. I had a feeling. I had a freaking feeling it was gonna see me and turn. Oh! You tricky. Okay. Okay, so it is following you. Like, fully following, not just like you get it on a path and then it's going up and back where you're at. So when we rolled the corner there. Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. So what I want to try here is hugging the left-hand side the whole time. See if there's... Okay, so there's no enemy in the first one. Second one, the enemy is on the left. Third one, the enemy's on the right and left. Which I'm gonna go the right-hand side on the third one, because that's the one with the crossbow. So this goes past. Then we're gonna go down here. Now, my question is, can you drop down there without taking damage? Like, is that the faster way to do it? Like, that starts going up. Okay, so you take no fall damage. Uh-oh. So does that trick it? Because it doesn't see me? Nope. I'm gonna have to go as soon as this thing goes past me. Did it shorten its route? Oh. Okay. So it follows where you are. I don't know why my character stopped sprinting. Follows where you are, but I think if we drop off on this side, that's gonna be our best bet. So this thing goes, we run behind, it goes all the way to the bottom. Okay, that's a little bit on the greedy side, for sure. We'll wait until it goes back up because that's the easiest. Gives us the most time to run down here. This is crossbow. Huh. And so when this goes all the way up, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try and just like go. See if that gave me enough time. Gosh darn it. Dang. Okay. So then we have to wait until it goes all the way up, or is it gonna turn around right here? Okay. Well, we are gonna run back up then. I'm gonna try and reset it back on the other portion. If this is gonna come back down, then we're gonna go all the way back up to here. And then send this guy all the way up to the top, and now's our chance. Because this seems to be the only way that we can get enough time, is when it has to climb all the way back up from the top. Yeah, okay. Not sure where our next safety point is. It goes down or it goes up. Crap, we have too many options. Too many options, too many options. This goes up and to the right. Okay. And then this resting point is here. So as soon as it passes me, we gotta go. Okay. I am getting ganked. Okay, so those two we want to go after first. I just got completely pinched into the wall. Like, couldn't attack because they would kick and stagger me, and then rolling doesn't really do much if you can't roll away. Okay. But yeah, I want to try going up before we go down. Got multiple routes, but yeah, this definitely what I've learned. Stonesword key to go here right off the bat. Not worth it, but it could still be worth it in the grand scheme of things if there's something really good down here that maybe, you know, you would only yeah, if there's a certain pathing that you're not going to get another Stonesword key for a while. I could maybe kill that and then immediately go down to the next point, but we'll wait for the cycle to pass. Because this gives me the most time when it goes up past me. Okay, crossbow. Okay, that kills him, and then this is gonna have to pass. It's probably actually fine if it doesn't pass me, but rather just wait for it to hit the bottom and turn around. Now for here, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try just going. And then we go over here. No. So we can get down there quickly. We might even have some time. I feel like I have to go in on the crossbow enemies right away. Because if I don't go in on the crossbow enemies, they're gonna snipe me and stagger me while I'm trying to 1v1 across the way. I almost walked into that. But yeah, that buys us a lot of time because I think the chariot kind of loses track of us. Hit, turn around, start coming. Just gonna ignore it. It's coming. It was way faster this time. But maybe with it around, I can bait these enemies. Okay. No, I backstepped into the wall. Okay, that was not fun. That was not fun. Where does this go up to? It goes up pretty far. There seems to be an archway up there. Does this stop right here and turn back around? Okay, so that's when we're gonna have to go. I'm not gonna go now, since it doesn't stop that far past it. So once it comes past us and turns the corner, there we go. Okay, this one is safe. There is a pathway there. That's where we're headed. Seems like that's the only option. Okay. We've got fire. I am like 1 frame away from being too early on that. Dragon Communion Seal and Dragon Wound Grease. So the grease is special dragon attacks. We already had one of those. But what is the Dragon Wound Seal? Is that like a key item or is that something else? It's a ranged weapon / catalyst. Boost Dragon Communion incantations. Sacred Seal. Strike. Requires faith and arcane. Well, okay. You come down here if you want that. And then we still need to go down, so we'll double back the way that we came, and then we need to proceed. It's a little bit bold with that. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait here. Let him go past, turn around, and start going back up, and then we'll head down the ramp further in. I feel like I just have to make sure that it turns because there's always the chance that if we start running, it'll turn around towards us. So lucky that nothing came from there. Where does this go? Interesting that this is like its own little ledge. Oh, I guess it shortcuts from something. Can go and then drop down onto here. Oh. On the bridge up there at the top, there's a special spot to go. You know where we're going next. Is it coming from above or does it go way down below? Or is it back up there now? Because we were. There it is. Okay, so when he goes past, gonna double back. Well, this is exciting. Nice little secret area down here. Hopefully it's well worth it. Oh, does this... This doesn't connect into the catacombs, does it? This is different. I mean, it's the same stuff that those catacombs had. Right? It's in the same style. Maybe there's a secret passageway back to the catacombs themselves. Charged R2 doesn't really do much, actually, because stabs don't do as much to like harden surfaces. Lightning grease. Ooh. That's the first one of those that we've gotten. Okay. We've disabled that. Let's head a little bit further in. Well, 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 what do we have here? We're gonna definitely go down there. Just wanna make sure I don't miss anything on this end. Am I gonna get bombarded on the... Are there like creatures hanging on the sides or something? No? Ceiling? Hole? I'm just waiting for the ambush. There it is. Oh, it's one of these guys again. I didn't do great with you in the castle. There's two of them. Erdtree's favor. Alright. Gonna be so bold as to try and just sprint past here and not die. Alright. Well, that was not fun. I wish I could spin this thing around. Just spray fire at him. Yeah, that's it's a no from me, dog. It's a no from me. There's no way they chase us all the way out here, right? No, okay. Erdtree's favor seemed like it was like a crossbow or something, or is it something different? Arbalist. No? What was Erdtree's favor then? Was that actually something mayhaps of use? Well, an effigy. No, I think these are all things that we've had before. It's not from there. Is it a key item, maybe? Sorceries and incantations, yeah. Talisman pouch. Nothing out of the ordinary in these. It's not an upgrade material. There's like no shot that it's a crafting thing, right? Like you can't come all the way down there for it to be that. Faithful Canvas, Talisman, Potency of Incantations. Erdtree's favor. Raises max HP, stamina, and equip load. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, well then we're definitely taking one of these guys off. We haven't fought anything lightning yet, so we're gonna put Erdtree's favor on. Me likey. Okay, so that's actually pretty worth it for us. I still don't think low level it's worthwhile to come down here because things are just gonna absolutely destroy you. But I think okay. That was fun. Oh, we're out of heals? Uh-oh. Well, that's not great. That's a dead end. And naturally there's a boss fight at the bottom of this. There's no No lost grace down here? Nothing? Seems like the type of place you would put like a... Why is that? Why can't you activate that? Or is that just the Shrine of Marika? So instead of there being a lost grace, there's just a shrine and you keep trying it and trying it and trying it? Okay, well I guess that's the route that we're gonna go then. Here we go! Well, that didn't go so great. Fringe Folk Hero's Grave. Okay. Big tail whip. Is that a one shot? Not a one shot. Probably because we got that sweet, sweet fire damage resistance. It seems like you would want to use fire on it, but it breathes fire. Which seems kind of counterintuitive. Because normally things aren't weak to stuff that they use. Okay, so a really big fire burst. I tried to roll that. Didn't work. Okay, we don't take fire damage from being right up on it. I can barely see. Oh, it's a grab. Big whiffs. How big is that AoE? Or do you just have to try and roll it? I got completely lucked out there. So those are attacks that I was not expecting. Okay. So he does have some close attacks. We actually almost burst him down. It's actually, it's scarier than it seems. Or it's not as scary as it seems. Like, lots of openings. We could try and... Like, try and inflict magic damage on it, maybe? See if this does much. Good start. How did that hit me? The one time I try and use... Yeah, there's a reason why I don't just use... There's a reason why I don't just use buffs. Because most of the time, they're wasted. Okay. I actually think if we got it to a point where we could, like, cast buffs... You know, like, I don't think that we have... much for spells right now, right? Fire and that's good. Incantations and sorcery. So we have the tail, shockwave. Yeah. But like if we got to the point where we could like cast buffs on our weapons, then maybe that's something that I would consider, but right now is a consumable that we don't. I think what's happening is I was fighting it more at range and like getting openings that way, and then at the end of that last fight I got in closer and it has a lot of like stomp attacks and swipes. I almost feel like attacking it close up is better if you can read those swipe attacks. It's such a close quarters thing. I'm still a little bit confused as to where we're supposed to go for some of these attacks. Crazy that we almost got it on that first or second try. Early rolled. I always wonder, like, do certain parts of the body have higher damage? There's so much frantic movement that a lot of times I want to roll. at the first sign of motion. Gosh darn it. That's new. Two-handed one. It's a bit of a delayed slam. Part of me feels like staying right up on him is the way to go. And then read the hand motions. Not much room to work here as far as oh, that has... Okay, so if you're on the wrong side of the tail, it has like a really big whiplash around it. Always makes me wonder with the head attacks too, like can you stagger? Dead. Wow, okay. Dead. No? That's the one thing with staying right up on him is that while yes, you can give very high DPS, it is also very, very difficult to maintain, like, what's going on. I feel like waiting for those types of attacks is almost better. Like the big lunge attacks. Top off. Like that has a big flips around with the tail whip. And that's the thing, if you get too far away, you get very risky as far as him going into a fire breathing thing. That's the tail whip. Okay. Okay. That's like a whole combo piece. Okay. I got so lucky with that. I did not get lucky with that, though. Thanks, Karma. I feel like that ends up being like a big, oh jeez. Big opening. Also, I'm realizing that that running attack did a lot of damage. Oh wow, I got lucky. Rolled it early. Yeah, I didn't have a place to go. I like recognized it too late. But we do 113 on the regular R1, but I think the running R1 actually did more. Now, I don't know if there's a way that we can incorporate that. Oh, and 122. So what did I hit then? I feel like I must have hit a certain body part or something, if we got extra damage. The face. Rolled that, or okay, but that's good to know. So like, I have nowhere to go because the tail pinched me in. How did that hit me? Okay, so don't sprint that, I guess? I thought I was facing his front. I'm not. I couldn't see anything. Okay. So the more hits that we can get on the face, the better. Because that does significantly more damage. There aren't many opportunities, but if we can stay paced away, get those and then follow them up with like 2 attacks or something. Okay, so there's multiple attacks in that sequence. Can't be on the spin. Gotta get that roll timing correct. I am like in the worst spot trying to fight this thing. I am just like on full roll. Tail whip. There's that one. That one I know is coming. Rolled into that. I'm just topping off. I'm gonna die. Okay. Alright. It's kind of one of those bosses I feel is a little bit... I mean, I understand because they wanted to go up on the wall and stuff. It's a little bit big for the space that it's in. I feel like I should just chalk this one up to a loss already. Okay, so when he sticks his left into the ground, that's the drag. I guess technically his right, but our left. So he turned his face into us. Okay. There seems to be a way that I'm like walking and avoiding that tail swipe in that particular. See, there's more flames behind, so is there just like a sweet spot? Okay, I was not ready for another one. Realistically, probably should be healing when he does the head slam, but I really wanted the extra damage of hitting the face. This one's tough. This is definitely a tough boss fight. But I mean, it's also buried deep down here, so that's not a surprise. Okay, I don't think going for a head hit on that is smart. Still trying to figure out where the best route is for that. Hold that early, yep. You know, this boss feels to me more like Chalice Dungeons Bloodborne style. That's the vibe I get. I'm just very glad that like it doesn't have residual fire damage from being just near it. Doing something different. Hoping that I was in a safe spot. Definitely feel like I've finally learned the fight. Another slam, get behind, rotate him, slam the head. Oh no! Get out of here. Yeah, 5 flasks left. Golden Seed, Banished Knight, Oleg. Okay. Yeah, definitely on that go. Started to get into a rhythm. Really felt like I was able to balance what the melee attack patterns were. Okay, so we have 2 golden seeds now. I don't know if that's enough to upgrade. If it's still 2 or if it's moved to 3 for the next one, but that'll be nice. It wasn't a talisman that we just got, right? It was... I don't think it was one of these. It wasn't a weapon. It wasn't armor. Not a talisman. Not an info piece. Gosh darn it. Ah, here we go. Banished Knight Oleg. Summons the spirit of Banished Knight Oleg. So he's a guy who holds 2 swords. This isn't the guy that we fought up top, right? One of the 2 knights known as the Wings of the Storm. After his banishment, he attracted the notice of the grace-given lord, and later, having slain 100 traitors as lord's hand, Oleg earned the hero's honor of Erdtree burial. It feels like it might be ineffective to use 2 like straight swords. I can understand 2 other swords, but those seem a little bit heavy-handed to be using. Well, we got 15,000 runes for beating that boss though. So we can definitely pump some upgrades. Okay, so I'm very, very glad that we saved that for later, because had we come there as soon as we got the first key, that wouldn't have gone so well. That would not have gone so well. Okay. Get some more damage. Or we could go with a little bit of HP. I think we can go damage purely because we have the ring now, so that gives us a little bit more HP. There's a little bit more flexibility there. So this is 200 and this is 400. Does that make this 800 and 1,000? And then this, I don't know, are they all 200 increments? So if this is 1,000. This is like 1,800? 3,800. Okay, well that gives us enough to put another one in. Okay. So that takes this off of our radar. We're done with that. This is a merchant. Merchant. Put treasure here. I don't think that's a merchant. Forget exactly what I marked that for. I think while it's on my mind, we'll go and spend the key here, and then we'll get back onto the trail. I am so easily sidetracked. There's so much to do, and that's not a bad thing in the slightest. Oh, this door is open again.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge, to be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one.
So there are 5. We have 4 more to go.
Crafted, Lord of Stormvale, General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds.
Haven't come across that yet.
Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir, Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell, and Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you?
Okay. But this lists 6. 5 including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli.
Oh, Nefeli is his daughter. Okay.
When she lost the guidance.
It's like, why are there 6 if you said 5?
No mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Okay. I will save the informational stuff on the other ones for later. So the one that it said about the volcanic whatever, that might be that like northeast area. Okay, so there are still 3 Stonesword keys to buy, but we don't need them because we just have way too much of our own at the moment compared to places that we need to use them at, so I'll save our coin.
I don't believe we've met. I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number, unless you wish to lay down your life in vain. Those who live in death all the more.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure what those who lie in death are.
Oh, your divinity, have mercy and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long, and God is not easily felled. But one day without fail you will have your wish. So please grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika. You, is it? I didn't notice you there. I'll be doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms. Those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot, but my prayers are mine, and mine alone. Well, I've had my say. I'll be more careful too.
Okay. We can't upgrade this any further. What do we have? We do have enough to do a +1 upgrade of 1 more weapon if we so choose. I think we're gonna need that brick. I really do think we're gonna need that brick hammer later on when we go back to fight that one boss. Okay. So Stonesword key, I believe, is around the corner in here. The fact that they sell 3 might mean that there are 3 here. So this would be number 2, and maybe there is 1 more. The animation looked like he used 2. So I guess we're out then, huh? Assassin's Prayer Book. Is that going to be more incantations? Okay. I'm gonna give the Assassin's Prayer Book to this guy upstairs. So I want to see if maybe there are buff spells that we can start using, because that would be pretty sweet. Where is that guy though? He's not here anymore. No, there he is.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Urgent heal, cure poison, magic, fortification. So none of these ones.
That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
Darkness conceals the caster, silent footsteps. Okay, so very sneaky, and so that probably means that that's something to not, like, in a future playthrough, probably not give that to him. There's probably another person that you come across at some point that would be better suited to give that to. Okay. So we are out of keys. We are out of the keys. There are 3 more to buy, which is good. But we are currently out of stock. All right. So Bridge of Sacrifice. We can go down there, but I believe from across the way it looks like we can maybe go around this way. No. There is a path, so maybe we go through and around, and then we can go up and across and check out some of the things up there. You're dead, right? You're not getting up? Okay. Who are you?
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please?
Oh, is she
My
blind?
name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander.
Are we gonna end up going and killing her dad?
I fear for father's life.
Or are we saving him?
The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you, dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
Okay, so we're heading to the castle then, which is somewhere down here to the south. The thing is, we have a couple other, like, key items here. We've got the chrysalid one. Give to the blind maiden. Which this isn't the blind maiden.
Please, if you would, you can be stubborn.
Okay. So we'll go and find this castle. Give it a good old exploration. Got a caravan up here. Another one of these guys. He seems very tired, maybe from fighting all of these soldiers that are dead. But this guy's not dead. Did you just sleep and he like didn't know? Ow. Maybe he'll kill the dog for us? Yep, there we go. Come on. I want to get him to do the slam attack. I want to try and get jump attacks on his head. Get just a whole lot more panicked and hectic now that he's got the sword out. Really? Nice. I knew as soon as I swung. Knew as soon as I swung I had made a huge mistake. Gosh darn it, come on. I feel like there should be a way to like do extra damage to these guys. Like something with like the legs, I don't know, hit the legs enough and they stagger and fall over, or the head hit does more damage, or the arm like Yorm. Maybe that's what I'm comparing him to too much, is like Yorm the Giant. Okay. Strip of white flesh. Think there should probably be a chest on this, at least if it's consistent with the other caravans. Morning Star. It's already opened, which is actually interesting. Alright, I mean, I'm not always thrilled with it, but I'll take the trade. Okay, I need to look into that mechanic, because we got... Okay, these aren't dogs. Well, that would be why. I don't know what these creatures are. I do not know what you are. You are very odd. They're like... I don't know. They've got like a lizardy dragon tail. They have two tails. Like a lizardy dragon tail, then they've got feathers. They kind of half fly. But I'm not really certain as to what they are. Seems like I'm gonna get some ruin fragments and maybe something else will be up here if we're lucky. Come on, anything good? No? Just ruin fragments? You know what? I think the I think these like the more health that they have, I think the more health that these things have had, the bigger they got. So some of those later ones that we've yet to be able to manage to do damage to kill, they're fast, but you also just need to do damage to them. Maybe there are special ways. Maybe doing something ranged is a good way to do enough damage to it. Maybe it's just that we need to have, you know, a much stronger weapon. We're only at +5 out of what I'm guessing is up to +30. I know that it goes to +24 now. Okay, so they've got what looks to be like a Lost Grace up here. Ow. So the dragonflies do attack. Come here. If you're gonna fight, you can't just run away then. Ah, cheap. Going with like a distraction technique. So the more I move, the more they just run. So you gotta like stand still and wait them out. What a weird enemy. What a very weird enemy. Okay. So we've got another resting point up top here. Let's go and touch it. We're good on flasks. So not gonna rest. Just gonna do a little tap and go. Okay. So there's a tower back there. I don't know how much this wraps back behind. Ooh, there's a bridge back here? This is going west up into that. Okay. Said about the castle being to the south. So I kind of want to go there. Check out what's going on over here. Although, okay, we're gonna go up to that ballista that's firing at us. These are like some weird monkey creature. Alright, I gotta get moving because they just got sniped. Okay, we're in a safe spot now. So it's blinded by the other side. What is this? There's a poison flower. Can you kill the flower? I'm not gonna bother to find out. Or I'll attack this one instead. Ahaha, you can. Okay. I had to try it. I had to try it. It doesn't drop anything, so they're just a complete pain in the butt. Alright, well, we're poisoned. Screw it. Let's go and grab all the things. You know, might as well get all the items near here. Can't get any more poisoned, you know? So. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. So we'll top off, and then I'm gonna use the last one of those that we crafted. I think we have enough to craft a few more. You never saw me coming. Ooh, mushroom. Let me up! Why is it so hard for it to understand the input to climb? I must have to like let off for just a second. Okay. Nothing on this. What's up, Ballista boy? Hand ballista. I wonder how hard that thing hits. Get a freaking hand ballista. Who needs a regular crossbow? Yeah, look at the damage on that. You need 30 strength. 30 strength for it, but it does more than twice that, and it actually has. Hold on. Does it have strength scaling, or is it just... Okay, it doesn't have strength scaling, it just loses damage if you don't. But still, that's twice the power. Oh man. Hand ballista action? Thing's gotta pack such a punch. But soldier grieves. Okay. Is there anything else to be done here? I mean, I can see if they hid something up on this. They didn't on this side. They didn't on that side. I can't walk around the edge. Are these the only two? These were the only two. Okay. So we've explored backing up here. Forest Lookout Tower. Kind of want to see what those markers are, because there's one up here that I don't think we ever took a look at. But these... Can't remember if there was one on this section of the map. I know there was one up here. We never actually went up. We never went over there because this was the cave. And we stopped up here. Never actually came across. Because I think there was a gap, and I don't know if Maybe now that I'm thinking about it, the horse could potentially go across. I do want to look over here at some point, but I think we're going to continue southward. I think we're going to continue south. Just to try and keep on one route and not get too crazily distracted. So that's where we came through, and then we came up. We could go east of here. We should check that out at some point, but for the time being, we're going south. It's another horse. Challenge him to a duel. He's a big horse. He might be a boss horse. He is a boss horse. Horse v horse? I don't think this is gonna work well. We need lances. Okay. I gotta be careful with that. Can't just be going in all willy-nilly. I go in on the other side? Okay. Bait him away with this. See, the thing is you have infinite sprint. And it also looks like there's a Lost Grace over on this side. But I don't think we could stop at it in the middle of a boss fight. Ow. It's so weird doing a boss fight on horseback. It's getting the job done. It's also kind of funny that you can just like infinitely sprint. Come here! Yeah! Oh, you've got a backhand. I was way too close on that. Wait, how did that miss? Your horse can hip check? My horse is definitely slacking. Can't be doing that. Gonna get Torrent killed and gonna get myself killed as well. Locked on horse combat is something else. Come on, get him. Knock him down. What? He's still on his horse? Die, horse. What a scam. This horse is at no health. There it is. Whoa! What? Mans can just summon his horse back? Well, what kind of a scam is that? Fake horse. Oh, look at you jumping over me. I was gonna chase you. What you gonna do about it? Oh, got on the wrong side of him. Oh, a little hip check action, huh? My horse is better than your horse. Stupid hip checks. I'm gonna get you. Not cool, Dave. Not cool! Big whiffs. Okay, just die. Whoop, whoop. 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 Well, you get his... You get his weapon. Okay, so the indication that it's a merchant is the mule? Donkey, horse thing? Okay. Anything good? Demi-human mobs. Sure, we'll learn all about those. Stonesword key. Bastard sword. Crossbow. Cracked pot. Crimson Amber Medallion raises max HP. I may have bought this if it wasn't for the fact that we just got the one that upgrades HP and stamina, like upgrades multiple things. I think I'll just buy the cracked pot and the stone sword key. I'll mark him on the map, but I don't think we're really gonna be coming back to him. Okay. So we have a couple options. We can go east and up. I think we're gonna leave this eastern side for a little bit. I think we're gonna head south. Just for my own sake. You know what, let's top off. We're only a little bit of health down and a little bit of healing power off, but I want to continue to press south because I know myself. I know how things have been going. If I say we're going south and then like, oh, well, let's just go check over east a little bit, we're going to end up doing quite literally everything except for what I set out to do, so we'll check what's kind of right in front of us. What is this? What is this marker, by the way? We're heading south towards it, okay. I want to learn what those are. Because maybe those are map locations? And by map location, I mean, because that looks like where the map was sitting at the bottom of last time. Aha, okay. So they are. Okay. Okay. That's very important. That's very, very important. The map marks where the map is, which is kind of counterintuitive. And then there's also a golden seed up there. I have to figure out where the like statues normally are for the tiers. I can't look at the map because the guy is attacking me. Okay. I think we'll take the indirect route, going over to the giant here with the... I can't see, so kind of problematic. Gotta just stay behind cover. But maybe he's like the guy on the bridge that we fought. So the Weeping Peninsula. So this is actually, okay, so the castle's down here. We've got stuff out to the west. we're right here. I'm gonna put a marker. What? No, why did it do that? Because the enemy spotted me. Cool. Alright, well, I do want to check that out. But I guess it's kind of marked in its own right on the map anyway. So that's fine. Sanctuary stone. Wait, what? What is a sanctuary stone? It's not a crafting material. What is a sanctuary stone? Not in there. Now we'll look at the sanctuary stone later, but there are some on here. Different than the ruin fragment. Oh yeah. I know how to fight you. Been there, done that. Show me your moves! So he's actually weak enough. Maybe it's a relative damage thing, like number of hits to knock him down. We do more damage than than the number of hits it requires. Let's see what this is over here before we step into the castle. So we're now down at the southernmost point. Lots of bats. The Siege of Castle Morn, a lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to fall at the hand of Lord Godfrey. Okay. Siege of Castle Morn. So this is Castle Morn. But he died and was laid to rest here. He died to Lord Godfrey. And Lord Godfrey is different than Godric. I almost need to, like, go back to the Round Table Hold and jot down the names of the 5. I guess they're demigods? Like the children of America, I believe is how they're all tied together. So Godric is number 1 in that list. But we've got 4 more to go. And if we look at our map, it looks like one of them is gonna be in here or behind here, unless there's like a further south point that this can go. So we're kind of coming right up on it. And then we've got some other stuff to do down here. But that'll be good because this seems to be self-contained and there's not more beyond it. But we've got one here, one up here, one over here, and then there's a 4th one still missing. Maybe in here, maybe there's some land down here. Maybe even another something over this way. Not entirely certain. Why does that have... I'm gonna take that marker off. I don't think that's anything of use. But that's going to do it for us this time. We will continue through this castle and the southern peninsula here in the next video. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.